All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Boys. We got Joe P here and we got Colin C here, and we're going to go over one of our biggest hit videos ever, but with 3 new projects. Everybody's talking about, are we out of this bear market heading into the bull run? We're not sure, but we do know these 3 projects are absolutely going to kill it.
So if you didn't watch the last video, we will link it upstairs and in the description below. But basically what we're going to do is if you invest $5,000 right now at the time of this recording in one of these 3 projects, which one will get you to $100,000 fastest?
All we did with these 3 projects is realize their potential in the next bull run. And all we're going to say is, how can you get that $5,000 and turn it into $100,000 the fastest?
So in no order, of course, number 1 on our list is Harmony One. It is a channel favorite, of course. I talk about Harmony all the time. If you have not seen the videos that we do, go back, watch those videos. We make them all the time. Some bullish news is coming out, so we think that Harmony is definitely going to be one of the ones that will make it. Right now, it's currently 127 on CoinMarketCap at just under 2 cents.
The big thing about Harmony One and why we like it so much is that they kept fighting. They had this huge bridge hack, everybody knew. Then they had a game leave them. I mean, everything was in the depths, but they kept fighting. They kept chugging along. And just today, the news broke that they actually are going to get back about 124 Bitcoin from the hacker. This is great news, and Harmony is here to stay.
One of the other things that we do want to note is that Harmony is changing the way that the road travels. They're not saying, well, we only do this and we can't do this anymore because we got hacked, so we're done for. They're kind of adjusting what they're doing. Are they going to be an L2 on ETH? We've heard that. Are they going to keep up with the bridges? We've heard that. Who knows exactly?
Our second project here that we have to talk about is Algorand, just sitting under 24 cents at 23 cents. Algorand is trying to fix the trilemma like most projects are, but they can actually do it. Algorand decentralization and already all over the world. So that is a big factor for going forward, because if it's not going to change the world, how big can it really get? It will have a ceiling. Algorand is not one of those projects.
As you guys know, Algorand is extremely fast. Updated from our last video, they are doing more than 6,000 transactions per second with less than 5-second finality, which is way faster than our last video.
We haven't even talked about their team yet. They have one of the best in the business, and you know Charles Hoskinson absolutely loves this guy, Silvio McCauley. This dude is the real deal, and having someone like him lead the team, that is something we can put our names behind.
Carbon negative. That is the theme that everyone wants to try to be, and Algorand is. They're getting credits back for actually the way that they are proceeding with their transactions. So they are looking for carbon negative, actually, which is one of the big things moving forward.
Now we're jumping over to Solo, possibly one of the hottest projects we have seen in quite some time. Solo is doing it all. If you don't follow Bob Ross on Twitter and you're a Solo fan, number 1, what are you doing? Number 2, stop this video, pause this video, go follow Bob Ross, come back to this video.
Sologenic is working on tokenizing assets in the real world to make it tradable in blockchain technology. It is awesome technology that at some point someone has to do. Hopefully it's Sologenic, because we love ourselves some Sologenic, but if it's not, someone has to take over that space. It might be these guys.
In Solo's super small supply, it's unbelievable. Their market cap doesn't really have to get that high to make you a ton of money. It's actually sitting at just under 16 cents, at 15 cents. This could be a huge buy, especially going into the next bull run.
We could literally be on here for over an hour making this video about all the great things that's coming out with Sologenic, like their Sologenic cards that's coming out, like the mainnet launch in March, all of the other various listings, lots of things that we could talk about, but we're going to keep this short and brief.
Now is the fun part. Let's get into some numbers. How do we get you, or how do you get to $100,000 fastest off of just a $5,000 investment?
First off, Harmony One. If you invest just $5,100 at the time of recording, you will have yourself 300,000 Harmony One. If it gets back to all-time highs, and that all-time high, 35 cents, you will have yourself a whopping $125,000 for a 25x. That is a $6 billion market cap, easily achievable, easily attainable, and that gets you quite a bit of money for Harmony One.
Next up, we have Sologenic. So Solo, you guys know how great and how far this project can go. It has a very, very low supply, which helps it a lot. But if you just put in $5,250, it's going to get you about 35,000 Solo tokens. Now, if that just reaches its all-time highs and it was already at about $6, guess what? That's going to get you about $210,000 with a market cap of about 2.5 billion and a 40x. Now, that is very doable.
Checking on Algorand. If you invest $5,750 for Algorand, hitting a new all-time high of $3 with your now 25,000 Algorand token, what will you have? $86,250. That is a 15x with a pretty big market cap of $22 billion. Achievable, doable, not as much money as the other two projects, but it's definitely up there.
Okay, Joe, now it's finally time. What are we getting to the fastest? But before we give you guys our answers, you know what you got to do? You got to hit the like button and you got to subscribe to the channel. The Crypto Boys are now over 5K. We may have marched our way there, but we got there. We're over 5K. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for us. We do appreciate it. I think we're both on the same page here, so let's say it all together. In 3, 2, 1, Sologenic.
Why would we choose Solo? That's a great question, Colin. Of course, Sologenic is going to get you a whopping $200,000, over that actually, with such a small market cap of $2.5 billion. Again, these big projects that we talk about, they have well over $2.5 billion. So realistically, for it to, do that 40x, I mean, we're thinking minimum of 40x with new all-time highs, well above that, of course, because Sologenic is building so much. If it does what it promises, that is easily achievable.
And remember, we're talking about the fastest. That doesn't mean we're putting Solo above the other two. That's not what it means at all. We're trying to get to $100,000 with a $5,000 investment the quickest. So we do want to know what you would choose. Here's another thing about Sologenic is that they hit at the right time. They are just getting bigger and really just growing right now. And I think it's going to set them up timing-wise great for the next bull run.
So like Colin said, we want to know, what do you guys think? What is your pick between those three? Or what is your pick outside of those three? Drop comments below, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and as always, thanks for rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We're out.